Alrighty, what's up, guys? This is all a mess, I think. Let's see, week, fine. Shit. Day, hourly shooter, 4 hour, nothing. Let's mark the hourly shooter. Oh man. Mark the 60. I guess mark the 4 hour, why not? At least the low. Market opens in what, 2.5 minutes, I think? I am just going to focus on this Blue Sky account. This is a new live account that I did not do well in today. I was fighting the trend like an idiot and dug myself a little hole. So I came close to going full degen mode today. That's why I titled this Discord stream Resisting the Urge to Degen. Because I just wanted to immediately get back like break even or in the green. And I'm glad that I didn't. I think I have less drawdown in this account than I expected. I would have $2,400, but max loss they start you at is 1,000 in this account. So I really only had 1,400 of drawdown, and I killed about 450 of that. So I need to, I think, in this account, set a $200 daily loss limit. Until I can recover at least like that 400 $500. I think that's my plan. I haven't decided yet, but when I do decide, I think let's do. I definitely don't want more than 300. Let me think on this for a sec. I don't want to lock these risk settings yet until I decide exactly what I'm going to do here. But I have 900, 925 divided by 200 gives me 4. Yeah, it's going to have to be, I think, 200. I'm just going to have to trade small size and be really picky. Maybe catch a good trade or two and then get myself back into the closer to break even. This account I can take daily payouts, so I don't want to lose it. I only paid $129 for it all in, and I've taken a $600 payout. So there were data fees that were 140 bucks, but I mean I'm still green. I think on this account like $330, and I've already spent the 4 days to pass and then like 7 days to hit the profit target. So like now it's just if I can keep the account, I can just take money from it whenever I want. Ripper. So yeah, I think I'm going to just become, I sold myself on why not to be a degenerate in explaining why, where I was at with this account. I want the account so I can take the payouts, right? So I don't have a ton of drawdown, but that doesn't mean get crazy, right? And start trading like 2 minis, 3 minis to try and make it back. Like, maybe take a good trade today, maybe one on Sunday, be back break even, reset. You know, I think it's a smarter plan. Penguins ready to lose some money. So gap up, trying to close the gap here. 30 minute pretty much hit its upside target. So inside bar, like this would have been a trade to take. Inside bar break targeting this candle high. That was good for 43 points. But we gapped up and hit target. So now we're gonna fill this gap, it looks like, and then I'm not sure. We'll see if buyers step back up here. Or if we go outside hour, maybe. Get rid of this stuff I really care about. Give me a second to get organized here. Outside day. There's the day high and low. I really care about on this for now. And I do like that the way that looks for outside hour. Hmm. Oh shit, this is tough. I'm gonna get my stuff confused here. This is the chart I need to be on. All right. Damn, that would have been a good short sooner. On the red to green. Did happen pretty quick though. We just gapped up and sold off, so I don't even know that I would have taken a trade without at least waiting a second for some idea of direction. 'If this goes outside 60, I'm going to be really annoyed just because that's going to be kind of what I'm looking for here, but hesitant to just jump in. And then it's going to be a really like kind of slow grind sideways, I believe, if it goes outside 60. Maybe not. Maybe we get some follow through to the downside, but I hate an opening outside bar. Just ends up being garbage trading. 50 long shorts on NQ. Not surprising. Hmm. Do I like a short here? I feel like I need to give it a sec. Can't see screen on YouTube? Oh god, I hate this. Here, I'll fix it. I forgot to check today. There we go. Apologies, YouTube people. I'm gonna make an attempt here with a real tight stop. Just basically a bounce off of VWAP here. Hopefully catch the outside 60. Like if it doesn't sell here, that's fine. I'll take the small 7.25 point stop out, but worth it to see if this works as an entry for the outside 60. Like trading one micro too, so it's not like, I'm going to slowly work on clawing myself out of this drawdown in this account. Like I know I can easily do 100, 200, $300 without stressing a whole lot. So it's like two good trading days, just being cautious and conservative is way better than blowing this account up. I would be so pissed. I'd have to start over, be another 12 trading days or whatever it took. More money. So I'm just gonna dial it back a little bit. Try and be more patient. I mean, maybe I get lucky and I scale into, I add into a position that works really well. $500 isn't like a huge hole. It's a bit of a mind fuck because of, tight drawdown. But I have tight drawdown now. I took a payout in my top step accounts. So I have like 1,500 drawdown in one and 1,000 in the other. So now that I think about it, it's a kind of good practice for slowly building these accounts back up. Not that I've been trading aggressively, but I was starting to kind of scale up a little bit. But taking payouts and leaving like a buffer less than 2K, I just need to be careful. Be right back. Alrighty. Almost added before I walked away here on this little whatever, but I'm just gonna kind of chill. 5 minute flip. Want to see this previous 5 minute low get taken out. Would be nice. Penguin quits. 2 points from passing and reverse and stop you up break even. Yeah, I mean, that's frustrating, man. This is getting a little follow through here, so up 15 points. Pretty confident in this outside hour at this point. But definitely not going to take a loss on it. So hopefully we get some follow through. I did like shorts going into the open, but they gapped it up. So Stay down. Give me a nice little solid base hit here off the open NQ. Broke the 5 minute candle, the 5 minute shooter down, but reversed. Stop me out. Maybe take another shot. Maybe I move my stop a little too early. I really just wanted this to go though. But here's back to VWAP. See if that means anything. Order filled. Oops, a little late. I'm just gonna take another attempt, the same thing I did the first time. This might have just been a good ad, and I got a little too fidgety with the stop loss there. I'd rather stop out break even though, and like take another attempt like I just did. I was down 24 cents. I'd rather do that and get a chance to reevaluate and see if the trade still makes sense. Like, is this a trade I want to be in? I mean, maybe something's changed, but for me, nothing's changed. It's still the same trade I took over here. Right, looking for the outside 60. Don't really have a strat way of getting in here. I mean, the 5 minute down broke, but like this little 5 minute setup. You know, these two, the shooter candle down broke, but didn't really go anywhere. So, I don't know. VWAP looks like a good option. Worth trying. If it doesn't work, I'll take another tiny loss and recover. Get a 15-minute flip in about a minute. Come on, man. Just give me like a little push down. A little something, something. Order filled. There we go. Stopped out. All right. Now I really don't. I'm just going to wait. There's nothing. 5 minute looks like it's trying to go outside bar. We shall see. See what happens on this 15-minute flip. If we start heading back down towards the lows, there's a 15-minute rev strat setting up here. Inside bar, failed two up. See if we take this low out. Just opened inside. Oops, wrong screen again. I gotta mark the daily open. Shit. Daily open 19405. We got continuity, time frame continuity levels right overhead, the daily open, the monthly, and the quarterly. So right now those are red, the month, the quarter, the day. But if we get above over top of those, then we'll have time frame continuity to the upside across every time frame. So that's definitely worth knowing about. Aren't any other trades I really want to take right this second? Was looking for that 60 to go outside. Got two attempts at it, just didn't work. Could have been a decent little trade. Could have been about 50 points. So got two attempts, cost me 17 whole dollars. Or what would be, 50 points on a single micros, 100 bucks. So good risk return. No complaints. I didn't do anything dumb. My job is to look at the charts and make a educated guess about where I think price is going to go. That's it. And keep my losers smaller than my winners. Trying to come to terms with the fact that I'm going to get it wrong often, right? Like at least half of the time I'm going to be wrong. And that's pretty much how that's fine if when I'm right, I'm making more than 1 to 1. Like for every 100 I risk, maybe I'm making 250, 300, sometimes 500. I don't need a 50% win rate, then I can be fine with 35, 40%. But just me sitting here thinking about, I'm just going to be wrong. Take good trade setups. If you're wrong, stop out, take the small loss, and then just wait for something else. Right? At some point, something should work. Penguin passed the combine. Congrats. How long have you been on a combine fail streak? I mean, look, you did, to be fair, you did some dumb shit where you just full ported and blew one up in like 3 seconds after the open. So I don't have any sympathy for you if that's how you're trying to pass. Like, yeah, I'd be on a losing streak too if I was trying to do that. There's D and Q and ES, and they both failed. Yeah, I get that 60% winner. I just tried two of them and I blew one up. I blew one up pretty quickly, and then I was like, all right, I can't do that. I got 1,500, and then the next day I tried the 2 day pass, but not even taking good trades, just ants in my pants. Like, I don't know, more like it might go long here, so let's be aggressive in longs. It just didn't make sense, and of course I didn't pass that one. But the last four combines that I started, I passed all four in 2 days. So I have a pretty good track record. It was a little disappointing to not get a single XFA out of like two attempts. It just made me realize I can't treat them like, like just trade. Like my blue sky, I didn't. I just traded, I booked 300 to 700, $800 days and just moved on with life. Yeah, it took me a little longer, but I had no big red days at all. My biggest losing day was $60, and I think it was an accidental trade in that account. Everybody wants to. I get it, wanting to pass combines quickly. They're annoying, and they mostly act as a blockade in your head. We think of them as a blockade to us getting paid, but we're mostly, or at least I am, the blockade in my own way most of the time. Like if you gamble and pass in 2 days a combine, and then you get into an XFA, and now you have to trade completely different. I mean, that's why I think most people blow them up. You just don't know how to make that adjustment. Like for me, and trading a combine versus XFA, completely different experience. Same trade setups and all that, but different position sizing, different level of aggressiveness. But that's because I can usually pass pretty quickly. So, I mean, for anybody who's like new, I don't recommend doing it that way. Give yourself you have a month basically to pass before you have to pay for it again. 20 trading days, 200 to 300 a day. Yeah, I mean, for most people, if you do the math, those are good compared to like what a lot of people are getting paid out there for the jobs that they hate. 2 or 300 bucks a day, hundreds a day is 6 grand a month. Like you can live off that basically. It's easy to see people pulling in. Like there's a guy I follow on Twitter. I think he has one more day and he can pull 5,000 out of each of his XFAs for a $25,000 payday. I wish I had mm, there's nothing really to take here. I was looking at the tick chart saying I wish I took a long here, but I don't really have any good reason to take a long right this second. Other than this is a nice push up with little corrective activity, which, for whatever that's worth, I prefer to have a higher time frame set up to trade. Like it's just hourly continuation, 4 hour continuation, 12-hour continuation. But like I like trading these three twos, right? This outside bar breaks to the upside. It's expansion out of this broadening formation. And these things can get going in a hurry when there's full time frame continuity. So all time frames will be green. We will be breaking the high of this outside bar. Market is pretty much, in my opinion, dying for some good news on China trade talks. Maybe there's, I think all the bad news that could have. Now, look, when I say all the bad news that could have come out, already has, there absolutely could be some shitty headline that drops and tanks the market again. But I feel like probability wise, where we're at on the daily time frame, it's worth taking shots at longs over yesterday's high. So that's what I'm going to keep an eye on. I'm going to keep an eye on the quarterly, the monthly, the daily open, which are marked on these charts. Right, they're just overhead. So if we start breaking these bull, I'm going to get really interested in, I'm looking for ways to get in now. 15-minute flip in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Got an inside 15. That would be like maybe a trade I would take just based on flipping the day, the week, the month, or the day, the month, the quarter. Let's see here. Maybe I'll get a shot at, what do we got? Another 30 minutes minimum? 33 minutes until the hourly flip, but I don't think there's not really going to be an hourly setup. Do want to get into a long, I think. I think I'm going to take a shot at this. Breaking yesterday's high and flipping continuity on the month, the quarter, the day. Might be a little early here. Better to wait for this 15-minute candle to close, but I trade this red to green candle flip into monthly, quarterly continuity flip into taking out yesterday's high. We just got three really kind of important key levels right here. And if we start breaking bull, I want to be in this. Simple as that. See if we start ripping through here. What's up, Nate? Screen is wallpaper. Thank you. Got it fixed, guys. What's up, Sam? Sorry for checking in with YouTube crowd later or late. I gotta check stats. I have no idea how many people even watch YouTube. So it could be like three people, it could be 10, 15. I know it's probably not more than like 20. Want to see some buyers smash it up here. 44 seconds till the 15-minute flip. It'll get exciting. I'm hoping. If nothing happens here, this is probably like the last. I'm looking at the charts, just thinking about like how my night might unfold. I got $2,500 out of Top Step today. I don't think gonna trade those funded accounts. There's nothing that I'm super excited about on charts. Going into a weekend, Fridays I usually suck. Um, so I might not even trade Top Step. I might just go into the weekend, like seeing how the weekends. Oh, why I kind of went on that rampage. I did have a point about something, but oh, my how yeah, like what I'm gonna do tonight. There's no 4 hour setup. There's no there's not gonna be a 12 hour setup. There's really no daily setup except the outside bar break, which I like. That's the trade that I'm trying to catch now. 15-minute flip, but broke the high and failed currently. But I think we're gonna get it done. I think buyers are gonna make it happen. So we are above this inside bar high, and I want to see us go rippy rip. And then I don't think I'll look at charts again until maybe I'll wake up for London. But I think I'm gonna just like intentionally force myself to not stare at charts tonight. Be happy with the week. Yeah, I did fuck up a bit in this blue sky account today, but it's not like I can't recover from it. I just have to be smart about it. So I like ending my week on a good note. I don't like ending the week blowing up accounts. Oh, nice selling here. But pause, pause, pause. See a recovery, guys. I know you can do it. Um, yeah, I want to go into the weekend like on a good note. I hate blowing up accounts or being like having no funded accounts going into the weekend or like big red day. Ugh, it's like a scourge I have to scrub off my body to live with myself over the weekend. Nobody wants that. I had some bear setups, didn't get going. We'll give this bull setup an attempt. And if that doesn't work, then that's, I'll check back. I'll have to check later, see what's going on. There's really just nothing to trade. If there was something that even had, even a speckle of interest for me, I would certainly share it. Well, one thing I have learned over the last 5 years, if there's not a setup to take or trade or what, the charts just aren't speaking to you. There's nothing there that's like, okay, here's a laundry list of reasons why I should be in this trade. Like this trade that I explained the reasons. At the daily open, monthly quarterly continuity flip, outside day, previous day high, trigger for outside bar expansion. That's why I'm in the trade. Like if you don't have a good reason to be in a trade or see something that is like, hey, this would be a good one, keep your fingers off the clicker. Better to stay flat than lose money chasing garbage setups that don't exist. Choppy choppy, inside 30. Damn is up 1400 on the day. Congrats. That's awesome. In a long currently. Yeah, I like longs, but their buyers are kind of letting me down a little bit here. Like I thought we were gonna really get the party started, but struggling to make it happen. It's just mostly sideways. We'll go outside 15, which is not at all what I want to see. Just the 15. Potentially take out the low of this inside bar. Not what I want as a bull stopped out. There's that tab. So down under 50 bucks, which is no big deal. I will. What's my next uh, plan of attack? I think is going to be get an hourly flip in 24 minutes. Probably going to open inside hour. Maybe set an alert back up here at the daily open. I think I'm just going to watch this for a minute before I was going to hop off, but I'll probably sit here anyway and stare at the screen until the hourly flip. So Yeah, 15 is trying to go outside bar. Even if it doesn't, right, do it in this candle, it's not a good look for, I mean, there's still another 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes before the flip, but I still like longs if buyers can back up here a bit. This tiny little megaphone, broadening information. And I don't like we either have to break the outside day and flip continuity here and get the party started, or not super excited. I mean, we already went outside week, hit its weekly target. I don't know. Alarm bells are just going off in my head saying like caution trading tomorrow. Don't bother. Don't even bother trading. Why is my hotkey not working? Oh man, you guys gotta go. Oh my goodness. Do something. All right, that's a start. It's a little baby something. I wish I had just taken the bottom of the this broadening information right here, but it's okay. I don't care. As long as we're above the daily open and we're close to triggering this, those are good enough reasons for me to get in a trade. 15-minute inside bar up. I mean, it's not like great, super great high quality because there's no 60 or 4 hour setup or 12-hour setup or daily setup really. We usually try not to play continuations. So like 2-2 continuations, 3-2 continuations, but in certain circumstances, they can definitely be solid trades. You just have to have know what you're getting into and why and what should happen. You still in your long, Sam? Or this little, you stop out on this little pullback. I don't know how tight you keep your stops. Like it was really, that was probably a good ad area. Like, I mean, in hindsight, it's much easier to say, yeah, you know, should have been paying attention to X, Y, and Z. But it looks like we're finally going to get somewhere here. We'll see at the monthly quarterly open. I want to scale into a bigger position. I just don't like the inside 30. Like kind of chopping around. Another 15-minute flip in a minute and 15 seconds. Stupid Top Step dashboard isn't updating. Been like 30 minutes. Are you on the, you're on the new dash? Usually for me, it happens, sometimes it's almost instant, and then other times it does take like 10 to 20 minutes, but usually pretty quick. Oh, recently it's been garbage. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had to activate any accounts. When I did request a payout today, it had the wrong um like account balance. You can't see it now, but it tells me the balance and then eligible amount, and the balance was off by a little bit, but it didn't really matter. I was taking 1,500 regardless. I took 1,000 out of the other account, so those are pending. Let's see if clients approved, risk approved. These are this is the slowest I've had these payouts processed. I don't know if it's related to their dashboard updating or what. We'll see. I'm hoping to get money into my account before the weekend. So 15-minute flip, 30 seconds into that inside bar, hoping that breaks two up. So what I'm looking for is like one of these 4 bar strat plays where we get the strat set up, right? Two up, inside bar. So 2, 1. This is would be a two up, breaking this trigger right here, the high of this candle. But we didn't get the target. We didn't hit the top of this candle over here. That's what we're targeting. So where it just takes an extra candle. Like we'll see if this candle just pushes up and takes out this target. Hopefully gives us a little more, but we'll see. That's what I'm hoping. But sometimes the market has other ideas. It doesn't want to do what I think it should. Yeah, and if this doesn't work, I'm all out of ideas. And that will be okay, right? I'll just The weather is nice here in South Jersey. I'll go play with the dog. She went to play with her earlier today, and some bunnies came, some rabbits came running out of the woods. I don't know if they were running from something or whatever, but they ran through. Zoe went nuts, and then she didn't give a shit about playing ball for the next 20 minutes. She was on a hunt for rabbits. But like the rabbits had already run by me and like gone back into the woods, and they were like gone 10 minutes ago, and she was running around like they're still out there hiding somewhere. I'm like, lady, you missed your chance. You had a shot. Like it's a wrap at this point. Like what I might try and do in this account is just take like small positions, like 1, 2 micros, and try and like intraday swing. Like get into a position here where I'm looking for daily expansion. I don't know how high this thing can go. I mean, we could really get. I mean, 20K doesn't seem out of the question. Maybe it's a little ridiculous. I mean, it doesn't look that ridiculous to me, honestly. Like sprinkle in some good news or something tomorrow. But it is Friday, so sometimes there's, market maker fuckery, and you just have to be careful. So holding above the daily open, I like. We're holding up. We're trying to stay above the monthly quarterly open. Another good sign. Next up, we'll be taking out yesterday's high, the outside bar, and then hopefully we just get, a big God candle, like do 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 do, and then just launch. We'll see. I kind of want to add another contract here. Maybe if the 15 breaks up, or the day we take out the daily yesterday's high. I'll try and squeeze one in there because 1 micro is not. I mean, it's okay. I want to kind of chew away at this red and get back into the green. Not gonna lie. But I do have to remember what's more important is just keeping the account alive, and so I just want to be able to pull like, I don't know, 5 or 10,000 a week out of the market, into my bank account, and then I can go enjoy my life, right? Is that too much to ask for? I don't think so. No inside 4 hour. 4 hours, two up. Here's the 4 hour. Are you on Thinkorswim? Because they do it weirdly. Did break the high. We haven't gotten anywhere yet, but it's not inside. It's all continuation though. It's daily continuation, 12 hour, 4 hour, hourly. But it's an outside bar break with full time frame continuity. It's one of my favorite trade setups. Like we're right at daily continuity, we're right at the monthly quarterly, trying to flip it green. And if we break the day, we could see a ripper. So that's what I'm trying to position for. If it doesn't happen, cool. You know, not a big deal. But if it does, I want to capitalize for sure. So pause 1 second. The dog's just barreled in here. Bunch of knuckleheads. Come on, man. Buyers are really letting me down here. Do I want to add here or do I want to wait? Where would be a good place to add? See how far we move from this daily open. Would like to stay above it. Guys, wrong way. Little 5 minute inside bar broke bear. Just keeping an eye on that. Nothing setting off alarm bells. I have my stop where my stop is. It'll be whatever. Pretty much stuck in the first 5 minute opening range. So this was the opening range, and you can see we are just stuck inside it. Mother bar problems. Basically, what I was mentioning, I didn't want to see on the 60 and outside 60, like if I wasn't in that trade, because this is what happens. We get a bar like this. This isn't an outside bar, but same sort of idea, and then price just kind of grinds sideways in with no real direction until it breaks out. It's just like annoying to, it's just annoying. So that's my take about what's going on here. Inside 30, just stuck at the daily open. Anyone wants to win that? Yeah, I just want to win the lottery 2 times in a row. Yeah, see, I mean, I've had a business and made that kind of cash, like, so it wouldn't be, it's not like foreign to me, you know what I mean? I just basically expect that from myself. So that's where we're going. That's the that's the path that we're on. I think it's very doable if I can, follow rules and be disciplined, which I've gotten much better at. Oh, Buford's just looking at RTY. Shorts got tagged out by a tick on NQ and then drops. Yeah, that'll happen. AK not trading tonight. Last night was just inside bar ranging. Did I trade last night? What happened last night? I don't even remember. Uh, I do remember. Yeah, it was just kind of annoying price action for the most part. The best moves happened early this morning. When I got up at 7, I had missed like a 60-minute inside bar break that marked the bottom before that whole move up into New York and then through New York. Like I remember last night just being super annoyed. Sam lives in Reno. Oh, you have jackrabbits. Are they a pain? Are they like are they fine? Like, do they tear shit up and they're crazy, or are they just like, oh, there's a cute jackrabbit? God candle to 30K. That would be glorious, man. Like, let me get in a let me get in a sizable position, and then just let's have some news drop that sends the market screaming another 2,000 points. Jackrabbits are mean. Do they Are they kind of like kangaroos? For some reason I think jackrabbits like trying to kick or punch at you, like standing on their hind legs, like a kangaroo does, or like maybe kicking you in some funny way. Come on, guys, we got a 30-minute flip here, hourly flip actually, in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Oh, what happened? I see little gaps on the tick chart. That's usually when news starts cranking out. Things get squirrely. Okay, close call. Little recovery. 1 minute. 1 minute. And we've been sitting here 59 minutes. Probably a little bit longer. I don't know when I started. Market's been open. I got an itty bitty red day that I'm hoping to turn into an itty bitty or bigger green day. But things are not doing a whole lot. There we go. There's something. Show signs of life, guys. God, I really want to add here, but I'm going to wait. We get this 5 seconds until we get this 30-minute flip. Well, 60-minute flip. All of them 60, 30, 15. With the 30. Add one, tighten my risk a tiny bit. Hope it goes this time. Come on, trigger the day. First the 15 inside, then the 30 inside. Take the day up. No, 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 guys. Come on. No love today. Bunch of inside bars, inside 15, 30, 60. So This is where I want my stop though. I want it at the low of this 15. What is the low here? 395 and a quarter. 395. That's fine. Stop at the 30 inside bar. I don't know, man. I feel like if the 15 breaks, the 30 is going to break. I'll turn it around. And I feel like this setup should so work, but we need market cooperation. Like, doesn't matter what I think or feel. Like, matters when and where you get in, and you can be right, but if your entry is off and you stop out, it doesn't even matter. Tick tock, tick tock. Am I gonna get dog play time, or is this trade gonna work? I feel like I'm gonna get stopped out here in a sec. Not looking great. Right at 19,400 psych level. At the daily open, at the monthly quarterly open, just below yesterday's high. And I want to see this thing just launch. Ay, ay, ay. Teetering on the verge of stopping out. My dog is patiently waiting. I hear her doing a whole song and dance out there. What's up, Frankie G? How are you? Zoom, zoom. When you look at NQ hourly, it just keeps you away from longs. Full time frame continuity up, yes, but that's ugly structured. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's I just care. I care about the daily, the outside bar break into full time frame continuity. Like if that doesn't work, I originally going into the open, I was looking at shorts for the 4 hour or the hourly shooter, the 322 back down, but they gapped it up, and so I mean, it could still be a good short. It's a failed two, like if we stay red on the day, it's a failed two up on the 4 hour, the 12 hour of the day currently. That's why it needs to like get going here. I'm not. I almost just closed it, but I'm just gonna patiently like let it play out. I've come very close to stopping out. If it works, great. If I stop out, it's not a big, it's whatever. But like I want to get better at not fiddling with trades or getting impatient and closing. Sometimes I do that. I close a trade. I'm just like, I'm like, it's taking forever, but I'm not in any danger of like losing a ton of money or anything. Like the risk is managed, or sometimes even if I'm in profit or break even, and I just get ants in my pants and I'll close it, and then and then it finally works. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Walk away for a minute. Just let you don't have to sit here and stress over every 100 tick candle that prints. Full port longs. It's just too iffy. I mean, there's, if I thought there was something really good, I would definitely be adding another contract or two or three. But like, I'm really trying to keep my losses on this small. I don't have like a ton of wiggle room. I just need a couple good trades, but I'm not gonna bleed this account out. You know, I can't have three $500 loss days. That's it. I got 1,400 in drawdown, and I'm already down a chunk. Basically, I have $864 to work with. So, well, like I will be aggressive when trades are when I think they're really good. It's when they start to work, I will add into them. Also, like scaling into full port. Like when you say full port, are you just going, like 5 lots at once, or are you scaling into like a winner or something? You just smash and buy on a five, and that's it. Winner, ride or die. Yeah, all at once. Yes. Yeah. Even I don't do that anymore. That's why you're on having a combine drought. This is way better to start with one or two, and if you're wrong, take the loss with it still stings, but it's not as bad as five. Like you still have a shot at recovering. Super surprised I didn't get stopped out here. It had to be by a point or so. What was the low here? 396.50. 2 ticks. No, a point and a half. Whatever. Who gives a shit? It was super close. I almost got tagged out. Well, I'm just gonna sit with this because if the market wants to keep just running up overnight, I'd like to have a small position and then just go to sleep, wake up with this account up, maybe set a trailing stop. I don't know. Probably just my stop, break even, and see where it ends up. Had wider stops yesterday, but I would have been rich. Revisit. Sam wants us to revisit 19395. That was earlier, so he may have nailed that one almost perfectly. Then buys. Oh, he's got to go. All right, buddy. Buy limit set for that area. Charmaine says, I noticed with the market, after big moves, it kind of chops, and the Asia session normally accumulates. Then London will manipulate either way. Yeah, the market tends to do that after big moves. We just kind of, you know, I feel like participants need to digest what just happened, kind of a thing. It's one of the reasons I think I put on my list of rules here something about avoiding. Find it here. Avoid trading after big moves, right? Like if there's a big move, that was the move. Don't expect another move back to back, right after it or an hour later for the same number of points or ticks. It just doesn't work that way. And I would, even if I caught the first move or I missed it, I would just be like, all right, next. When are we getting the next one? And usually not that day, right? It's usually kind of done. So I've learned to just not trade after those big moves. Like that's what it is on my list of rules. It says once the easy money has been made, walk away. Right? The easy money is the market just completely dumping or straight up ripping. Once that's done and we've topped out or bottomed out, usually we just chop sideways. Not a place to be trading. Just it's going to take a few hours, another day. I really wish they would just run this up already. Maybe I just end the stream and walk away. Report back what happened with this. Keep my stop where it is. I think we're going to get a break. We just got a 15-minute flip, double inside 15. Let's see if this gets going, and then I can put a break even stop, and then I'll end the stream. We're just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Inside bar, inside bar, inside bar. Hopefully this breaks up. Do it. Don't do it. It went outside bar. 15 minutes trying to break this inside bar bear. That's pretty much where my stop is. If we break to the downside, then probably set like an alert by this daily open again and see if something fires while I'm playing outside or later tonight. Market's just not like moving right now, so no reason for me to sit here and like paper cut myself to death. Like Charmaine mentioned, we had a pretty big move up today. 724 points in the 12-hour candle. So it wouldn't be like super surprising for us to just kind of pause here for a minute. And it's not really a great place to be trading for me. Just makes me angry. I just get irritated. Would I say this is a 50-50 trade? I mean, I'm like 60%, 50-50 is kind of coin flip-ish, Sean. But no, I like it's at least 60% or I just wouldn't, I've probably wouldn't just take a 50-50 trade. Like any of the trades that I've taken tonight, I fully expect it to work. But again, I'm wrong a good bit. Like I like the setup. It's just whether the market does what I think it should do is the only question, right? Like if I every time I see something like this, if we've got continuity flip where we've got the daily open, the weekly, the weekly, the monthly, the quarterly, whatever. This happens to be day month quarter. But let's say that it was a day in a week and, outside bar and we were going to flip time frame continuity, then I would try that one too. Like we are just doing a whole lot of nothing. I mean, it's kind of painful for the last, what, 30, 40 minutes. We get a new 30-minute candle in about 10 minutes, 10 and a quarter. Something's going to break here. We're going to get a move up or down. These inside bars are going to break. That's what I'm waiting for. Like I either want to stop out if they break bear, or I want to see them break bull and potentially add again. And a long middle of a range, yeah, it's the inside bars. If I if yeah, if I could rewind time and realize we're going to be stuck in this range here, I would long at the bottom of. I don't even have the tool. Like down here. Whoops. Or sell up here. Yeah, I expected this to go, Penguin. Like it is going to go. There it goes. Like it's going to break hard in one direction or another. It's just a matter of when. Like they just drug it out for a really long time there. Over yesterday's high, and I want to see this like keep going. They can fill this little tick, this gap on this tick chart. They do that all the time. If it gaps, usually those get filled, and then I want to see this, get continue to the upside, not tighten up again. Just go, dude. Break and go. So underwhelming. For real. What a snoozer. Be serious about it this time. Oh boy. All right, I think it's time to go outside and play with my dog. I'm leaving this trade exactly as it is. I'm not touching anything. Not setting a profit target. Either it breaks the high of yesterday again and does something, or I'm gonna stop out. There are no two ways about it. And if it gets going, I want to see this thing kind of like run overnight. Hopefully, maybe I'll just partial one at like 50 points, 40, 50 points, and then let the other one run. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Just gonna set an alert on my phone and go play with the pup. Highly recommended if you have a dog. Show him some love. Appreciate you guys being here. Wasn't super exciting, but we do what we do. Show up, try and take trades, and hope to make money. This will be the end of the week. I will see you guys on Sunday, I guess, huh? What's my YouTube channel? It's T3 Metrics on YouTube. I'll post paste a link here. Let me see if I can. Let me see if it's in my clipboard history. There it is. Yep. Let me see if anybody has anything on YouTube. Thanks again. Thank you guys for stopping by. What's up, Powers? I see he's in the house. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Sunday.